So, we have data broadcast Pokemon. Pokemon! 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 Hello everyone, I'm Dustin Benzel, and welcome to another Pokemon XYZ anime discussion. First off, I know I'm going to probably upload this after the day, but I hope everyone had a happy Halloween and think it was great. And I want to quickly mention that I'm sorry for not having my Halloween story that I was going to upload. I just couldn't record it. Either because I was sick, I got distracted, or out of sheer laziness of not being aware that I should have had it recorded. So I definitely want to apologize for not having a Halloween special and not having my story up. Granted, it was not Pokemon related, but still, I do apologize for that. I still might record something and have a belated Halloween story or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I definitely do apologize for that. So anyway, we have data broadcast Pokemon, and if the website would load up, I can tell you what we are looking at. Come on, I don't want to edit too much. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we have a couple of episodes here. After the Squishy Dream episode, we have Venusaur. That's the data broadcast Pokemon. So either Shauna's come back with the Venusaur, or maybe Sanpai's brother Nihei or Ippei or whatever one had Venusaur might show up. Might be related to the ninja school, ninja village, or whatever that we heard so much about. Or it could just be wild Venusaur. Maybe Ash will battle with Hawlucha. Hawlucha versus Venusaur, since we haven't seen Hawlucha in a while. At least in a big role since Valerie's gym, or even against Sawyer. So after that, we have the finally, and I say that out of exhaustion rather than excitement, finally, it looks like we're finally getting Greninja. Whether this means Frogadier evolved previously, we don't know. But XY7 is definitely Greninja related. So maybe this is when Frogadier will evolve into Greninja. And as I mentioned in the Venusaur data broadcast Pokemon speculation, maybe this is the ninja. Maybe this is about Sanpai. And personally, in the beginning, I was okay with the thought of Sanpai being there for every one of Froakie's evolutions. But the more that Olympia was getting closer, I realized, I didn't want that to be the case. And if that does end up being the case, I'm going to be horribly disappointed that they actually couldn't evolve Ash's Frogadier until Sanpai showed up. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little disappointed if that's actually the case, if that's what they're doing. I would have much preferred a different evolution, because Froakie was there for double team, or Sanpai was there when Froakie had double team. Sanpai was there when Froakie evolved into Frogadier. Did we really need to see Sanpai with Frogadier evolving into Greninja? I'm sure some of you out there probably enjoyed that and probably wanted that, consistency, but I felt it would have been better with everything going on with Frogadier and Ash, that they would have tried to come up with something different, but oh well. So that's pretty much all I have to say right now. And then afterwards, of course, we have Eevee. Now, based on that scan that I showed you in a previous episode, it seems like we're looking at potentially Pokemon Showcase, and I don't know if I'll show you the scan again, or maybe I can just get a little bit of the screenshot, but I will show you the scenes that seem like it could be related to this Eevee Focus episode. Now, I don't know how much in my videos I've been complaining about Eevee Focus, but if this is the showcase, and Eevee seems like it's going to actually be in the showcase, and this is one of the ones that I feel is justified with all the Eevee Focus. I really didn't care for all that other Eevee Focus because it really led nowhere, especially that needless Pokemon Showcase previous Eevee Focus. I mean, but whatever. It's fine. It's not like there's another Pokemon named Noibat that doesn't need screen time or anything like that. Nope, not at all. It's all about Eevee. All about that Eevee. No trouble. Okay, anyway. So I think it's the showcase. If it's just another Eevee focus episode where Eevee gets focused, just like the Quilladin episode that's coming up next Thursday, then it's gonna be unjustified and I'm gonna complain. Unless Noibat's involved, if it's Noibat versus Eevee, I would probably be okay with that. Equal focus. I guess that would be an acceptable plot line going on. And of course, after Eevee is Drapion, which means Celosia, I believe, is the one with the Drapion, green hair or purple hair. Green hair is Bryony, and she has B sharp. So yeah, Celosia. See, Aliana, I don't remember what she had, and so yeah. Oh no. Well, yeah, I think it's just Celosia. I'm just gonna guess Celosia. Because Mabel had Houndoom, and I really don't know what Aliana had. So, Aliana of the Team Flare actually had the least intimidating of the Team Flare scientists. I mean, Celosia has Drapion, Bryony has B Sharp, and Houndoom for Mabel, but Aliana has what? Mightyena? Well, I guess she has a Druddigan, but what are the odds that she's actually going to show a Druddigan in the actual show? Since she's the one that's least done the least in the episode so far, just mocking Mabel and Celosia. Chances are she's just going to have Mightyena, which isn't all that impressive, but if she shows up with Druddigan, that would be pretty cool. So, anyway, so I expect it to be about Celosia and Team Flare. I don't know what else it could be about other than just having Drapion in the episode. And I think that's pretty much it for the data broadcast Pokemon. And I don't think there's any new information that I have to share outside of the group. Ash, Bonnie, Serena, Clement are going to show Professor Sycamore Squishy Puny-chan in the very next episode. So that'll be something to look forward to, at least if you're not all that interested in some wild Quilladin that serves no ultimate purpose. But there was one other thing that I want to discuss before I end this particular short video. Well, relatively short anyway, in comparison to my other videos. And it's the storyline about how Greninja is going to evolve into Ash Greninja. There's one thing that I want to discuss that I've been discussing in the forums, um, and it's based on the opening. In the opening, there's some sort of implication that Frog or Greninja is going to leave Ash, and there's like some discussion going on in the forums of what that might mean. And I figure the best storyline in order to get Ash Greninja is, of course, I will tell you, but one thing that I do not want to see, because I feel like it wouldn't make any sense and it would be completely out of character and it would be just ridiculous if that happens, is if Greninja suddenly has a losing streak, and Ash becomes a heartless jerk wanting to find a mega evolved Pokemon and just abandons his faith in his Pokemon or loses faith in all of his Pokemon, and Greninja suffers as a result of that and decides to leave. Or Greninja decides to leave Ash because Greninja doesn't think Ash is a worthy trainer. Those two scenarios is not what I want to see because that would be completely asinine, at least as far as I can see, if I'm using the right word in that. Hold on, let me look real quick. Uh, yes, asinine. It really would be asinine. However, there is one potential storyline that actually might make sense. I don't know if there's multiple ways that we can go this, but if we go directly in the opening, I can see how Ash battles his hardest with Greninja, and Greninja loses, and Ash is a little disappointed because Ash thought he had the destiny with Greninja, and Greninja was as strong as it's going to be or whatever. And then, of course, he's upset. He's like, oh man, I can't. I thought we were going to do good, but we didn't do so well. Oh well. And then Greninja loses faith in itself and deems itself unworthy to be with Ash and leaves in that way. And then, of course, Ash will be like, no, Greninja, no, I didn't mean to make you feel bad, or in that sense of not feeling like you're not part of the gang. We just have to work hard and keep going. Come on, Greninja. And then, of course, Greninja will become Ash Greninja or whatever. I feel like something like that, where Greninja loses faith in itself as a worthy member of Ash's team, I feel like is the best route the writers, the executive producers can take in regards to Greninja becoming Ash Greninja as it pertains to the bond between Ash and Greninja. But if they make it so Ash is a heartless jerk, or Greninja doesn't think Ash is worthy, and they have to overcome that kind of obstacle, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I feel like that wouldn't make any sense at all. You know, and my other theory of how Ash Greninja might happen, and I feel like this is less likely, is the idea that Frogadier will be close to death or whatever. Ash doesn't want Greninja to die or something, and then screams out Greninja, and they have a really love moment or whatever, and then Greninja doesn't want to disappoint Ash or whatever, and becomes Ash Greninja and overcomes whatever whatever problem is going on with Greninja that would make it almost be close to death. Maybe something like Marin's Chespin or whatever, and Greninja actually has to become Ash Greninja to overcome whatever was going on with Chespy in Mega Evolution Act 4. But I feel like that's less likely. I feel like if they're going to make sense in regards to Ash and Frogadier and everything we've seen in the Anastar uh, Sundial episode, and even the gym battle with everything that's going on, the best storyline that they can do for Ash Greninja to make sense is, of course, saying that Greninja loses confidence in itself as a team member of Ash and leaves Ash because Greninja feels like it's not worthy to be Ash because it disappointed Ash. It lost to Mega Charizard X, and it lost to Mega Sceptile hypothetically, and then Ash will go after Greninja and will make a speech about how they'll just keep working harder. We may have run into obstacles, but we'll overcome them together. And then in the very next battle, potentially against Bryony's B Sharp, maybe, that's when Greninja will become Ash Greninja. Maybe. I don't know. The preview seemed to imply that Ash Greninja was already a thing when Bryony's B Sharp happened, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I think that's all I want to discuss in this, primarily just about just primarily about the data broadcast Pokemon. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Dustin Benzel, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.